Hello, buddies. Goddess of Fire back again for another fire conversation. I'm just going to be putting some energy into cards while I, talk, do my opening spiel. Hot topic today is the full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Gemini. As we all know, full moons are about closure, completion, releasing, and it really taps into emotions and feelings for sure. And lunar eclipses are fully about emotional cycles ending, bringing light to forgotten, hidden, suppressed, or unseen emotional baggage. They also bring about sudden unexpected changes, or unexpected changes. They can be abrupt. This can also bring on sudden, abrupt epiphanies and realizations. But this is definitely a high energy and high emotion cosmic event. And the energetic influences of any eclipse, lunar or solar alike, can be felt up to about 6 months. So I'm encouraging you guys to think back to the last lunar eclipse, which occurred on, July 5th of this year, and kind of think back, what major changes have occurred since then? How have you grown? How have you evolved? And I think that that's really important. I've been saying for the past couple readings, like emotional checkpoints, kind of a review of things. But yeah. Also, this is occurring in the sign of Gemini, so if you're a sun, if you know your placements, if you have it, if you're a sun Gemini, if your moon is in Gemini, if your rising sign is in Gemini, or even your Venus sign is in Gemini, you may be feeling the effects of this more strongly and more intensely. And if you aren't familiar with your birth chart and or don't know all of your placements, I will leave a link in the description box for a free site for you to consult that, to kind of get to know yourself a little bit more on a cosmic level. Knowing your birth chart is, I think, a huge value because it allows you to know certain things about yourself. Like for me, for instance, I am a sun Sagittarius, but I'm a rising Pisces, so that changes up my outward appearance a little bit and how people perceive me, because Sagittarius is usually a very blunt, sarcastic, straightforward, shoot it from the hip type personality. But I come off very kind and sweet and loving because I have that rising Pisces. So just knowing a little bit about your placements will help you to better navigate any cosmic shifts that are happening and understand why things may affect you more or why they may affect you a little bit less. Just gives you a little bit of power, and then you can also research some of the people that your closest relationships, and what's how to better understand people that you're closer to. So getting back to the energy, with this being in the sign of Gemini, there's a lot of polarity that can happen, because Gemini is the twins, right? So there could be, some head versus heart issues, or ego versus soul, masculine versus feminine. Are you going to break down, or are you going to break through? Is this fear or is this faith? So I think I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently today, and I'm flying by the seat of my pants And hopefully it turns out as well as I want it to, but we shall see. And I am going to warn you, I feel like this is going to be a longer video. I will try my hardest to keep it simple. But like I always say, when spirit speaks, I listen. So I'm going to start off with, once I'm done with this shuffling. I should have done this off camera, but whatever, shit happens. If you're new to the channel, I cuss in all my readings, so leave now or forever be at peace with it, because my throat chakra is very healthy, and I like to express myself by using swear words. It's a sign of intelligence, look it up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, but that's just how I roll. So I'm going to break into a couple oracle cards to get us started, and then we will see what is gonna pop up next. Hold on, I gotta do one more. All right, I usually do all of this off camera, but different is help. So I just want to see what, oh, okay. Ooh, Mercury. Open communication. Gemini is ruled by the sign of, Mercury. The sign of Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. So this is definitely bringing some things to the surface for sure. And communication is going to be key here. And then with all that blue color, that's definitely pulling at the throat chakra, which I had just mentioned. Lord. And then we have Sanat Kumara, light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So this is definitely, wow, we're just going straight into it, aren't we? This is like ego versus soul a little bit here. Sometimes it's hard for us in our 3D selves to follow our higher selves. But yeah, there is a definite openness that's coming with this eclipse. Oh my God. Okay. Have faith in your dreams. If we're letting go of some things, jobs, relationships, I want you to, I don't want you. I mean, I do want you to, but this is spirit saying not all is lost if everything is not as you want it to be or how you think it should be. Divine timing is a bitch, because, you know, as humans, we want what we want when we want it. And I've said this to you guys before, but divine timing is of the essence. So we may want something that looks like this, but we actually need something that looks like that. Or we may think that we're ready for something right away, or that, you know, we have the dream. But it could be that spirit has a different plan, that there's a design for all things. And there's lessons within everything that we experience. And sometimes the lessons are hard, sometimes the lessons are easy, and sometimes they're a little bit of both. But this have faith in your dream definitely feels like it's pulling towards your... Are you fucking serious? Like 3 cards just came out. Okay, and I'm gonna take them. Because again, this is feeling like this is that polarity, because don't let your past hold you back is another thing that's popping up. I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys away, because we know we need to communicate and feel guided by our higher selves a little bit right now. But don't let your past hold you back. A lot of us make our decisions based off of past experience, which isn't necessarily wrong, but it isn't necessarily right either, because just because a relationship ended this way doesn't mean the next one has to end that way, or because something didn't work out this way, that doesn't mean it won't work out that way in a positive manner going forward. Experience is one thing that helps us, but it can also hinder us, because we can have the wrong idea about something or kind of block ourselves from an opportunity if we're so dependent on a previous experience that was a negative experience. People think too that when we learn lessons that it has to be a bad lesson. Like I just said, they can be hard, they can be easy, or they can be a mixture of the two. So just bearing that in mind. You are not your past. Your past does not define you. It has just led you to who you are today. And that's something to be thankful for. On a spiritual level, your dreams need a practical plan. We can wish, want, hope, think, and pray, but we actually have to do some co-creation in order for things to manifest and to become a reality within our experience. And then emotions are running high. Obviously, it's a full moon. It's a lunar eclipse. We just had Neptune go direct yesterday, which is lifting the veil of confusion, illusions, and just any false energies or any oh, my ear is ringing, so I know I'm onto something good. Oh, that was almost painful. And that totally just took me out of my headspace a little bit, but oh yes, emotions are running high just because of all of this pull. But just know that everything is happening for your greatest good. And I just kind of want to see what challenges are coming up for us too. What challenges are coming up with this full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini? Okay. Okay. They just flew out and I don't feel any of those. So I'm gonna give it another go. What challenges are we facing with these kind of realizations and this newness that's coming in? Change is hard for everybody. They call it a comfort zone for a reason. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Message of concern. I feel like this is about communication for sure. Obviously, it's a message, but tough conversations. That's going to be a challenge. I think that there's going to be some tough conversations happening. Some of you, this is the second time she's coming out. Some of you, this could be a female energy. That could be a challenge. This could be a mother figure, a mother-in-law, a sister, an aunt. But this also could be I feel like this is a challenge to be your a challenge for growth and then change. is also a challenge. Change is a challenge for everybody. It's hard for everyone. Nobody likes change. And if they like change, more freaking power to them, because not a lot of people can take that and appreciate it. So let's see how we're going to be supported. This mature woman could also be the challenge of emotions too. With our feminine energy, there could be that as a challenge. But for some of you, it's definitely a woman in your life. Like I said, be it a friend, a coworker, a sister, an aunt, your mother-in-law. I know some of you have monster in-laws out there. But let's break into support. How are we going to be supported with the changes? Okay, that just flew out. You're being supported by people that keep your secrets safe. This could also be that you are keeping your secrets safe by not telling people everything that's going on in your life. Oh, and then beware who you trust. There's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Which is interesting because I was just saying your secrets are safe. So maybe yeah, this doesn't feel malignant. This does not feel like malignant energy. This just simply feels like you're being supported by the people that are closest to you, by even like your spirit squad too. And then you'll be supported by letting your intentions be known. This is a communication again, speaking clearly. Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting reading, folks. I can just feel it. So I'm gonna clear this away and bust down into the tarot. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. So since there's a lot of polarity happening, I'm going to break it down on a side-by-side scale. So first, I want to see where we're currently at in our mental space. Where are we at in our head? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? So we are feeling a little lost in the mental space. I feel like this is a preparation for letting something go. Like you're mentally you feel like you're already mourning the loss of something, and that doesn't have to be a negative thing. When we let go of something, it helps us to open up to what we're supposed to. And honestly, this feels like it's an emotional release more than it is a loss. Because I see him holding his heart chakra. The card is also green. This is definitely drawing to the heart chakra. Sometimes our head isn't in agreement with what our heart already knows. So that could be what I'm picking up on. So now I want to see, where is our heart at right now? Our current heart energy. Since we're just breaking it right on in. Oh shit. That sucker flew. Yeah. So our heart is trying to create a connection between it and our head and create that harmony, to create that balance between the two. Because 9 times out of 10, when we are feeling some kind of way and we're feeling lost and confused, it's because it's our head or our heart trying to drive. It's our ego versus our soul trying to drive. So now I want to see what's coming in for our headspace. Oh, wrong deck. I split them up, so it's the major arcana in the one and the minor in the other. This is a little bit of a different deck because it's an oracle, but it's still based off of traditional tarot. So this would be the 5 of Cups in traditional tarot, and this would be the Lovers. So where are we heading with our mental space? What's coming through? Okay, that is just kind of ridiculous. Ugh. So, rejoice and celebration in movement, choices, decisions came out. How interesting. I feel like once everything has kind of come to the surface and we've recognized what needs to change and make those changes, it'll allow for a celebratory energy to come in. But there's definitely, you're at a bit of a crossroads, and that makes a lot of sense considering what's going on cosmically. So I want to see, where is our heart headed? What's coming into the heart space? Oh my word. Taking of your power back. Okay. Taking your power back, bringing that authority. This is going to be the Emperor. And then there's an awareness that's coming in spiritual, or in your heart space too. And I think that that's because there's a release happening. But this is the Magician, so there's going to be a greater connection to your spirit and your spirituality. And then we have the solar plexus chakra, which means that we're having a confidence boost that's coming through. And I actually want to get a little bit of tarot on all of this. So what are we coming to terms with in our headspace? Oh my God, where'd that card go? We're coming to terms with the ending of a really mentally tumultuous time. Mental just distress is coming to an end. What else is coming in? Because we're making choices to get us moving forward. But that Chariot. What's coming in for the heart? Moving away from illusions and being able to make the choices that need to be made to move you forward, to give you a boost, to give you strength. to give you purpose. Okay. Let's see what else is coming out here. Yeah, there's a new spark of curiosity. And there's some past life healing that's coming into play with the Six of Cups and Four of Swords coming in. Now, I am going to see, where are we in our 3D life? What's coming in? What should we expect? On the surface, in our 3D world, what else is, what changes are we making? All right, we already expressed, you know, where we're at, where we're going. That's a better question. How will our egos aid us in the next steps? How will our 3D personas help us move through these changes? Lord. Meditation. Oh, I'm tripping. This is going to be for the other side. Hold up. That's why. How will our 3D personas help us move through these physical changes, these new revelations? You know what? I'm standing corrected right now, because as I'm looking at this crown chakra, okay, how interesting. Mental conflict. This feels like the way that we can overcome mental conflict is by opening our crown chakra. And the way that we open our crown chakra is through meditation. Hold on here. Mentally what? The ego level. Our 3D selves experiencing mental conflict that can be cured with meditation. Hold on, there's not even anything else that wants to come out on that. So what is the ego having a hard time accepting? Oh my word. The ego is having a hard time accepting intuition, the higher self. Tell me more about what the ego is having a hard time accepting. The unknown. Shut your mouth. Whew. It's having a hard time just trusting the process. That is so very 3D, but that is so normal. We do fear the unknown. We fear change. Change is the unknown because we don't know what to expect. How will meditation aid us in ending the mental conflict? going to give us a course of action. A clear path is what I'm seeing to a passionate new beginning. This feels like you really getting in touch with your spirit and what drives you, what's passionate. What creates passion in you? What creates a spark? What creates excitement? Because lately it's been very, very limited and very closed off. So now I actually want to see how our masculine energy is being affected. Because our masculine energy is our logical side of us, our action-oriented side of us. So how are we... How's our masculine side feeling right now? Oh my goodness. Masculine side's feeling balanced because it's working with our feminine side. Okay. There's a balance happening. The masculine side wants to create a solid foundation and achieve goals. And there's also the want to be recognized. And that is very much more of a masculine energy. The masculine energy needs to be seen. Wow, the feminine energy needs to be heard. So let's see. Where are we at on with our femininity? Oh my gosh. I am feminine energy, straight up. The Empress, fertility. There's growth happening. There's a resurgence of soul energy. This is actually bringing me to feel like there's going to be a cohesion between the heart and the head. The spirit and the ego, the masculine and the feminine. And we've been taking time to really see ourselves a little bit more, whether we want to or not, which is leading us to triumph, leading us to a more open, victorious path. Tell me more about our male energy and what's occurring. Manifestations slowly coming into view, which is going to allow the masculine side to do its thing and create. Yes. Judgment. Yeah. I feel like you're it's almost like you're going to come back to life because of this next 6 months is going to bring you back to life. There's like a resurrection happening. Because now the masculine energy is being integrated with emotion when it wasn't before. The King of Cups is usually an energy that is not in touch with their emotions, but the way that he is being presented here is being in touch with them again. And this is feeling like Neptune himself is like making an appearance in this reading, because look at the tridents. Because of that, there's the veil was lifted. There's no more illusions. There's no more fog to be seen. Now there's a clear path. Oh my gosh, I'm like getting lightheaded. Tell me more about our feminine energy. What's happening with her right now? She's getting rid of anything that is not for her highest good. With that 7 of Wands and the Devil coming out, that's holding steady to boundaries right now. And not giving into any temptations, not letting yourself be restricted. There's a freedom that's happening here. I'm going to get one more card for the feminine energy. Oh my gosh, yes. It's a balance. Alchemizing. You think about a sword, it is tempered with both heat and water. Hot and cold to create that strength. To me, this is almost paying homage to all the work that you have been doing within yourself to create the harmony. I swear, I amaze myself sometimes with what I get pulled through. Wow. Then I want to get let's see, what is the lasting impression that's going to be made from our masculine energy during this time? Actually, you know what? I don't want to do it like that. I'm going to pull another moon card to see where we're at again on both sides. I want to get a guidance card for the masculine energy, our head energy, our ego. And then we'll finish this bad boy up because it is long. There it is. Holy shit. Believe in the impossible. Bring love into the situation. So this is definitely integrating that feminine energy. And again, I think this is an Aquarius, but we are speaking to another air sign within this reading. As far as the energy goes over this full moon lunar eclipse. And I'm being brought to that because communication is the strength of our air signs. That's what they do. They communicate. You know, they've got a lot of little known facts and things like that. But when it comes to emotion, there's a drawback. You know, the image here, you know, Aquarians hold this space for emotions, but they don't readily work with them. And I think that that is a huge piece to this puzzle when it comes to this Gemini moon, is we need to integrate some emotion in here and not just depend solely on communication. Because sometimes you can't fully communicate if you're not in touch with your emotions. And if you If you're not in touch with your emotions, are you really in touch with the issue? Not really. So now I want to see what's some final guidance for our feminine side, our soul, our heart, our intuition. Oh my God. Is this real life? Am I going to take all of these? I think. Oh my God, I'm going to have to. The energy is gaining momentum, which means from the start of this eclipse for the next 6 months, it's only going to pick up more and more speed. Prosperity lies ahead. There's going to be a payoff karmically that's coming in, and I think that that's going to be more towards the end of this month that this is going to, well, this month, I say that in reference to December because that is the next month. This month is over. But that is really bringing my attention to the Saturn-Jupiter alignment that's occurring on the 21st of December, which is a big deal because it hasn't happened for 20 years. But it's just going to continue. It's just going to keep picking up. You're very close to achieving your goal, and a new romantic cycle begins. Again, this is feeling like blessings are on their way. They are within reach, almost tangible, within your fingertips. You can almost reach out and touch it. But this is taking me back to, again, you cannot have the opportunity to catch blessings if your hands are full of things that don't fit, that aren't serving you anymore. So you got to drop some things. Drop them like they're hot, in order for this to all really coincide. And then a new romantic cycle begins, is bringing balance into your emotional space within your femininity. And again, that's also having an open heart. So this could be specifically for like one person, a handful of people, or all of you. I don't really know, but this feels like a relationship has just ended that may have kind of stifled you, or a relationship should be ending or is coming to an end that has kind of stifled you emotionally, has not allowed you to be as open or feel as understood. But I need you to know that when we let go of one thing, it opens us up for a bigger, better, greater thing. I actually want to pull a card for this, a card or two for this, a new romantic cycle begins, because I feel like that's like a mini reading within this reading right now. So I need to know what that is about. I thought something flipped. Something did flip. Healing. A healing to the heart. And trusting in the universe. Someone that is better suited for you this is like, oh my God. This is like a spiritual match. Like Match.com. Like your spirit guides and your people are, oh my God, are working together to put you in alignment, like stars align. Oh my fucking God. In alignment with the person that will be your greatest match. And this could be a marriage that's happening too, out of the new relationship that is to come. Wow. Okay. So I am going to pull a postcard from Spirit. I may take one. I may take two. Damn, no, this one's pretty fucking perfect. And I feel like this is also a message, possibly, but we'll go with this one first. Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in a free fall, we are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do the thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself that's the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. Yeah, this is about being brave. And this feels like it is a message for our feminine side. And I'm going to pull the other one that I grabbed, which is for our masculine side. Dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again, full circle, in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die, only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready. You thought, oh my God, did I not? Yes, I said there was going to be a resurrection. Jesus, you can't make this up. Resurrected years later when you're really ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self. See, this is exactly what I was just saying. Whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions. Oh my gosh. And the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, and we did have the unknown card. The uncharted places of infinite potential. We are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. Loving you always. OMG. So that was juicy. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I will put a link in the description box for birth charts. My email is also listed. If you would like a personal reading, please do not hesitate to reach out. Wow. Until next time, guys. Let that one sink in. Love you.